After declaring the province open for summer in July and after the stampede wrapped up, Jason Kenney took a vacation. But while the Premier was gone, COVID-19 cases and hospital admissions began to trend upwards, and Albertans began to wonder where their leader was. Tonight, new documents shine a light on Kenney's vacation and just how in the know the Premier may have been while he was gone. Timm Bruch has more.
Every single day was on my phone in connection with the government, my office.
Time and time again, Premier Jason Kenney has insisted he was plugged into the provincial COVID-19 situation during a 2-week vacation in August.
I was in daily contact during my private time.
But the Premier's schedule, obtained in a Freedom of Information request, suggests Kenney may have overstated things.
There is nothing on the record that shows that Jason Kenney was willing to interrupt his best summer ever.
The Premier's calendar shows time off stretching beyond 2 weeks. August 12th to 30th are all marked as personal days. And those daily briefings, they're nowhere to be found. According to the Premier's calendar, only 2 meetings took place while he was gone. They're listed as weekly updates on the 18th and 25th.
If he was taking any substantive action, it would be shown there in that calendar.
Maclean's magazine says the Premier was on holiday in Europe. That has never been confirmed by Kenney or his staff, but wherever he spent his break, Alberta's COVID-19 situation was getting worse. The province tallied nearly 14,000 new cases in that time, and hospitalizations were also rising.
But that doesn't give you the sense of the distress and the anger that was festering in Alberta with his absence.
We asked the Premier's office about his schedule. Kenney's acting press secretary told us the Premier maintained daily contact with his staff and other officials throughout his holiday. A statement says impromptu discussions would not be reflected in the formal calendar. Alison Redford's former chief of staff says he finds that hard to believe, especially based on what he knows about the day-to-day life of a Premier.
If it's not in the schedule, simple, it doesn't happen.
And the calendar is thorough. Every short drive, personal meal, and even casual walk is listed.
There's absolutely zero way you could actually plan these meetings without putting them in the Premier's schedule.
Timm joins us now with more. Timm, critics say Kenney had plenty of time to react to these growing case numbers.
Well, Tara, you probably remember one of the original complaints about this vacation was the fact that Jason Kenney didn't really appoint someone else in his government to assume a leadership role while he was gone. Now, the opposition, NDP, and 2 political scientists I chatted with for this story both say that those 2 weekly COVID updates that Jason Kenney was having, well, even if it was just those weekly updates, they should have had enough information to hint to Kenney that he needed to either appoint someone or come home himself. Instead, we really didn't hear about COVID-19 at length until Kenney came back at the beginning of September. And Tara, as you know, by then, more than 100 Albertans were in ICU.
Okay, Timm, thank you.